Hare Krishna devotees. So welcome to this tutorial video. So this tutorial video is not going to be about any Mridanga, Taal or mantra. So this is going to be about foundation of music. Okay. So what is that? So this video we are going to learn or discuss about two things. Okay. One is rhythm. Also we call it as Taal. Another is Laya. Also we call it as tempo in English. Okay, so why this is important? So this is the, what we can say, foundation of music, or we can say prana of music. Without this we cannot learn music. And like any musical instrument, let's say mridanga, harmonium, kartal, or singing vocal, we cannot learn without understanding these two things, rhythm and tempo, or tala and laya. So in this video, briefly we will try to touch upon these two things and try to understand them. But honestly telling, to understand these two things is not very easy. Some people, they have this inbuilt talent of identifying rhythm or laya. What is that? I will tell just a brief background. But generally it is very difficult to develop that. If somebody is not having that sense of rhythm or laya, tala and laya, it is very difficult to develop. But with practice everything is achievable. So in this tutorial I will try to showcase very much relevant to our mridanga, how we can understand these two things. Because I see already we have covered some tala in mridanga, some mantras we have learned, but still to apply those mantras, those beats in the kirtan, understanding of rhythm and tempo is very much important. Otherwise it is nearly impossible. Like everything we learn, all the mantras, it is like zero if we don't understand the rhythm and tempo, right? For example, in bhakti we say, right, materially how much you achieve, it is like all the zeros unless we add krishna to it. So unless we understand the basics, tala and laya, how many bits we learn in mridanga, we will not be able to actually apply that in kirtan. Okay, so let's try to understand what is this basically. So starting with rhythm, or we call it as tala. What is that? So it is a bunch of pattern, okay, which is repeating again and again. For example, the most relevant example is clock, right? You see the, what do we call that, it is moving 60 second, okay, that small needle, okay, from 12 it will start, it will go again, it will come to 12, so again it will come, so it is following the pattern. Okay, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds. So that is, that one pattern we can call as rhythm or tala. Okay, now what is tempo? Tempo is basically, in that pattern it is having distance of 1 second, tick 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 tick, so that is tempo, 1 second, right? We can connect it to our mridanga like lessons which we learned till now. So the easiest mantra we learned, right, bhajani tal, let's say. Okay, घे घेना खीता खीता. So घे ना खीता खीता, 10. So this 10 are repeating again and again, right? 10 are repeating, that is tala, the pattern of 10 repeating again, right? Now what is laya? The distance or the time gap between ghe na, the time gap between ghe and na, that is laya. And it can change, it can vary, right? For example, I will show you now. I will play. Now rhythm you understood, the pattern, same pattern which is again and again repeating, that is called as rhythm or tala. Ghe na kita kita, ghe na kita. Now this is the rhythm. Now this one rhythm can follow different laya. Okay, so in music there are three categories of laya. Okay, the first one is vilambita laya. Vilambit means slow, like das pahira tal, very slow. Even bhajani tal also we can play. For example, I will show you. Ghe na ghe na khita khita ghe na khita khita. Vilambit. Okay, and normal is medium, that is called as madhyama laya. Madhyama laya. Ghe na khita khita ghe na. What is happening? The time gap between two bowls or two beats, it is reducing. That is laya. Okay, now drita. The third category is drita. First is vilambita, second is madhyama, third is drita. Drita is ghena ghegena kita kikida ghena ghegena kita kikida. Right. So hope this gave you some idea, okay, about laya. So rhythm is a pattern, okay, any pattern. Like in Kartal, very easy to understand. 3 bit we have 1 2 3 1 2 3. It is repeating again and again. That is the pattern. Laya means the distance between two. Okay. Now, how to identify this rhythm? How to get sense of the laya timing? It is not very easy. How to develop that? Okay. In music, people say, like I also joined one music class. So teacher was telling that in music, before becoming Tansen, Tansen, very famous singer, before becoming Tansen, we have to become Kansen. Kan means ear, Kansen. So what does that mean? First we have to hear. Hearing is very important. Hearing the musical pattern very clearly, identifying the laya in that is very important. So in my personal life also, it has not been that I have been born with the musical sense. No. When we hear music again and again, automatically our brain develop that sense. So my father was having a band party. So in marriages, right? They used to play like that. So when I was small, then he sold it eventually. But when I was very small, that time he was having a band party. So in my house, everywhere there will be musical instrument, trumpet, bigger drums, different kinds of drum, that Casio, electronic keyboard, everywhere. Although I never touched any instrument, but always that sound, somebody will be playing something, will be there, right? My father will come and wake me up by playing that piano into my ears. So I brought up in that environment, and when I was in school also, I used to play in assembly, prayers and all. So that's how, when we hear, when we be in touch of music again and again, we will develop that musical sense. So that is the way. Now we discuss about this tala and laya. Also in English we call it as rhythm and tempo, right? Tempo means the distance between two matras. Now practically how we can identify this in our kirtans, like let's take example. Okay, now Narsimha Aarti. Now I will first directly sing Narsimha Aarti plain, and then we will try to identify the rhythm and laya in that. Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladaladarayine. Plain song. Now let's try to put. You see, some people, as soon as they hear any melody, automatically their hand or legs will start moving. They will identify rhythm very easily. Let's see, are we able to identify that or not? Namaste Narasimhaya Praladaladarayine Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatam Kanakalaye. Are you observing my hand movements? How I am playing? So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So rhythm is 3 beats. They are repeating again and again. And laya means the distance, the time gap between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 1. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladaladarayine. Like that. So 1 2 3 is the rhythm. Laya is. Let's take another example. Little difficult one. Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Namah. Tulasi, same 1 2 3 pattern. If I sing little fast, Tulasi Krishna Preyasi Namo Namah. What happened? Rhythm is same, pattern is same of the three. Tempo, the tempo increase, that means the distance between the time gap between two beats 1 and 2, 2 and 3 decrease. So these are the technicalities, but actually when we start developing that sense, we don't even count, right, what beat we are playing, 1 2 3, like automatically our hand will move. Let's take the difficult one. Okay, 2 beat is very difficult to identify and play. So Jagannath Ashtakam. Da ra 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 ra. Da ra 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 nayana patagami bhavatu me. Jagannatha Swami nayana patagami bhavatu me. 2 beat. See, so that's what I am saying. You have to hear that them try to play kartal first with the players who already know, and try to get used to this rhythm and laya. Then learning mridanga or next harmonium, it will become very easy. So first this rhythm and tempo, tala and laya is very very important. So you can take examples of many artists, like generally whatever we sing, and try to identify yourself the rhythm and the laya or tempo in that. Okay, you by yourself, like I gave example of Narsimha Aarti, Tulsi Aarti, and this one. You yourself try, right? Let's take another example. Okay, little fast. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Let's see if you can find rhythm and laya in this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Little slow if we do. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See, so this is very important. I am telling again and again, because we are learning mridanga, the beats. Eventually, we have to apply in the kirtan. And in kirtan, how is the hierarchy? The singer is the boss. Boss means he will be the leader. Okay, whatever tempo he decides. Okay, the mridanga player, the kartal player, they have to match to the singer. So singer will sing in a particular tempo, means the speed. Then kartal player will have to understand the rhythm, as I told, pattern and laya as well. And mridanga player will have to match to the kartal, right? See, very important. So all the three, they should have understanding of rhythm, tala, okay, and tempo and laya, tempo or laya. That's what. So I would like to request you. There are many kirtans by many ISKCON devotees, Srila Prabhupada, Indra Prabhu, or whichever Maharaj, whichever devotee you like to hear. Simple kirtans you can hear, and try to get into understanding the rhythm and the laya of the kirtan. Right? Same kirtan you can try to hear first slowly, then see how. Generally, in any standard kirtan, they will slowly increase the tempo. Okay, you should be able to identify that, oh, here tempo is increasing, right, here it is decreasing, right, or rhythm is changing, pattern has changed, now some other beat was playing, now the different, like that. So this is how it will come. So as I gave example, before becoming tansen, we should become kansen, hearing, shruti dhara, like we say. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share in this video. because I see many of us, we are learning mridanga, but still we are finding it difficult to play it according to rhythm and tempo, particular tempo. So this advice which I heard and learned while playing mridanga myself, I just wanted to share. Thank you. Hare Krishna.